Hello Tai Chiers, my name is Matt Holker. I work with Tai Chi Master Richard Clear, and together we help Tai Chi teachers and students all over the world to rapidly build internal power for self-defense and health. And I'm sorry I couldn't be doing this outside today. I really wanted to be outside in this kind of gorgeous weather that we're having. It's a lot of fresh air, but a lot of pollen, and so I'm getting a little bit stuffed up because of it. But the more important reason why I'm in my car right now is because it's just so windy that you wouldn't be able to hear me out there. But I wanted to touch base on something that I talked about earlier in a different video where I talked about how Tai Chi is a 24/7 art. How what you do with Tai Chi is you use the Tai Chi practice to inform your movements and inform your body, and you would then try to make that how you kind of operate 24/7. I want to clarify something about that, because a lot of people then think about that and they go, wait a minute, I don't want to be doing this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's not what I signed up for, and that's not how it works. That's not what that is. Actually, all that you really have to do is make sure that you do a little bit every day. And ideally it's every day. Honestly, you know, we all have busy lives. People skip days and stuff. Don't beat yourself up for it, but try for a little bit every day, and a little bit every day will get you crazy results. You know, a ton on the weekends, not so much, but a little bit every day. Yeah, you'll start to see progress pretty quickly, doing that. And there's a reason for that, especially where Tai Chi is concerned. There's a lot of things where that's true, but where Tai Chi is concerned, there's especially a good reason for it. It's because Tai Chi has a lot to do with the body-mind connection, and in order to really firm that connection up, in order to really establish that, where you have internal power because of your sort of mind over matter, your ability to like channel your mind that way and focus your mind that way, in order to really build that up, it takes time, and it takes time in between sessions for your mind to establish those connections. Ideally, it takes like sleep. Like if you can get in a nap or an actual like 8 hours of sleep in between sessions, that's ideal. And so if you're doing 5 minutes a day, but getting sleep in between those sessions, that's better than doing like 35 minutes once a day and then not getting sleep in between those like 5-minute sessions. You did it all in one day, and then you get a bunch of sleep between then and the next session, and that's not helping you. But if you get in sort of mini sessions, it really does a lot for you longer term, for your health and for your skill. If internal power is your thing and you really want to take this to a high level, by the way, if that's true, then definitely head to taichimadeclear.com. I think I forgot to say that before. Please head over there if you're into this stuff. But the path to high level skill for internal power is not training as hard as you can once a week. It's not even necessarily training as hard as you can every single day. It's training a little bit every day. You know, that is certainly better than nothing, first of all, and it really is all the you need in order to get the benefits of Tai Chi training and internal power. It's all you really need is a few minutes a day. I think we're back. In order to really get the benefits of internal power of Tai Chi training, all you really need is a few minutes a day. And so this is one of the reasons why we have a short form that we practice. It's an 8-move form. And there's some Tai Chi purists who don't like that, but our students get really, really, really crazy, awesome results right up front, because we are able to teach just a kind of a minimum amount of choreography that they can do in a few minutes a day, and they can practice it every single day, and they don't have to make a whole bunch of time to do it. And then when they have that just 8-move form, and this is how it works for me too. Then we can put in internal power principles into that, and then once they get the idea of the internal power, once they have the feel for it in those 8 moves, then adding choreography from there is easy. For it in 8 moves, adding choreography from there is easy. But you have to have the quality of the movement first. You have to understand it. And if you spend a lot of time focused on choreography first, then you're not getting to the internal power as quickly as ideally you would, or at least as quickly as you could. And so in our school and in Clear Tai Chi, we try to get our students to the real internal power side of Tai Chi really as quickly as we can. And so the 8-move form is critical for that. But you know what? It's also important for our intermediate students and our more advanced students as well. When we get new pieces of, I'm speaking for myself here, when we get new pieces of the curriculum and when we get new internal power principles to work on, we need to put them into our form. And if we went straight into the longer forms that we learn as more advanced students, and tried to put those principles into the longer form straight away, there may be some advantage to that, but it's a lot more of an uphill struggle than it needs to be. You can stair step it, and so we typically work on new material in the 8, and then when we really want to hammer it home and solidify it after we kind of have the principles down, then we put it into the longer forms, the 13, the 16, the maybe the 24, the 48 in Clear Tai Chi. And so on up to 108 if you want, if you have that in your system. But where we work on the internal principles first and then put it into the choreography, and that's kind of the order. And so what allows us to do that is these shorter forms, and what allows us to do that consistently is the 8-move form. That's how I get in a bunch of practice, a bunch of really focused, important, targeted practice for what I'm up to right now, for the work that I need to be doing in my Tai Chi, is because I have a good quality short form. And I'm not talking about like short, like a 24-move form. I'm talking about like a short form. Like I can do it in a few minutes a day. And I can do it really slow and really correct and really focus in on whatever I'm working on. And I can still do that in just a few minutes, and I can do it completely and correctly. And so, for Clear Tai Chi, we use that 8-move form, and we try to put all of our internal power principles into that. If you're doing the Tai Chi, if you're really kind of just about the internal power and you're not even looking to do it in a form, then we have other methods of training that through the push hands and other things. If you're interested in this stuff, you definitely need to check out taichimadeclear.com. There's a lot more on there that'll explain a lot more than I can in a few minutes here on these videos. It's getting very hot in my car, but I wanted to be in a noise-free environment for you all for this little bit of what I hope is good advice for you that you found helpful. If so, please head to taichimadeclear.com. You're going to find a lot more useful advice there. And thank you, as always, for watching. I appreciate it. My name again is Matt Holker, and I look forward to talking to you more next time. Thank you. Take care.